Alright, so my pan of sweet potato bites are done. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to start rolling it. So on this plate, I have my mixed seeds and nuts and the butter that I made. The mixed seed and nut and honey and quinoa butter. Now, I don't know if I'm going to add that in this video, but if not, there's a separate video showing that I made this while I was waiting for my sweet potatoes. This is the same pistachio nuts, Brazil nuts, what else? Quinoa, honey, and pumpkin seeds. Okay, so, see, and I made balls, but I just kind of left that like this because I'm going to mix it together with these. Okay, so I'm going to take my sweet potato bites that are cooled down to room temperature, and I'm just going to roll it. Can you see that? I'm going to roll it, kind of pinch it. I mean, it's not all going to stick. Remember, there is avocado oil on this, but you don't have to coat it completely. And then I'm going to put it in this glass bowl. It has parchment paper on it. Yeah, this isn't actually really working out as good as I thought it was gonna. Probably because there's a lot of honey and oil. But, and the pieces are really big. Like, I don't know why I didn't chop it more, but. Yeah, and where are my hemp seeds? Not prepared, guys. Not prepared, because the hemp seeds would be perfect and stick to this really well. I need to chop this more. See that? Sweet potato bites. Crunchy sweet potato bites. Alright, I got my flax seeds here. Add a little more. Yeah, I should have definitely chopped my nuts up finer. I don't know, this, anyway. This is what it is right now, because I already washed my chopper. See that? You don't need to put that much on it, because honestly, when you take them out of the freezer and you put them in the bowl, or you just pop them in your mouth, you can just add more. That's enough. You don't need to overdo it, right? Right. Less is more. I was told that my sweet potato bites as is, without this topping, are pretty good. And he already ate half of them. So that means they're good. And he said that they were sweet, which is great because there's no sugar added. And that's exactly why I'm making this. I have this channel and why I'm sharing all this stuff with you guys. Just because you eat all gluten free and dairy free and sugar free does not mean that it has to be boring and not taste good. Like, do you see that? It's a sweet potato bite with nuts and seeds on it. And I'm going to freeze them. So it'll be like little ice cream bites. And then this has honey in it. Like, my nails are getting like the best conditioning ever right now. Look at that. Who cares if you get your fingers messy? That's why you wash your hands. Sweet potato bite desserts with pumpkin seeds, Brazil nuts. That's what I forgot in the last time I said it. Brazil nuts, pumpkin seeds, honey, which was added to this mixture, not to the sweet potatoes. And what else do I have here? Hemp seeds and macadamia nuts. Sweet potato bites. Can you even see what's on my plate? Like, if you're making these for other people, I mean, these are just for me. I mean, my hands are clean. But if you're making them for other people and you don't want to use your hands, you can just put those thin gloves on. Yeah. That looks so good. I can't wait to try them. I could just try it now. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I should try one that's not frozen, right? I should. He tried one without, like I said, all this stuff on it, and he said it was good. And that's just with cinnamon, sea salt, pumpkin pie spice, and allspice. Is that what I said it was called? Yes, organic allspice. And I took a lot of the sugar off like you saw in the beginning of the video. All right, well, since he ate half, I guess I don't need to do 2 layers in my glass bowl here. If you like my videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Look at that. See, now it's really getting coated. You gotta use your fingers. Like, I could just keep doing this so much where you won't even tell it's a sweet potato. That's so full of protein. And it's sweet still. It's a dessert. It's definitely like an ice cream bite. Look at that. Like, my brain just spins all day. Like, I'll wake up in the middle of the night at like 3 in the morning, and my brain will just start going, oh, what concoction can I put together today? I feel like something sweet, and what do I have? And it's always the same ingredients, so I have to get creative, and this is what I come up with. Yep, and honey's new for me, so new meaning like, I don't know, months. But I've been healing myself for 3 years, so that's pretty new for me. And there's quinoa in here. Did I say there's quinoa? Quinoa, honey, and all the nuts and the seeds that I said were inside of that clumpy mixture that I showed you. And if I don't put it in this video, then I'll have a separate video, because I did make balls and put them in the freezer with just that, without the sweet potatoes and without the mixed nuts, because I took the mixed nuts and seed and made a kind of like, I don't know if you want to call it a butter, but I added olive oil into the mixer, and I added honey to it and quinoa, and that's where I got the clumpy stuff that's in here. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to add it in this video or make another one, but if I don't add in this one, then look for it, because that mixture got put into here last minute. See, as I was making my sweet potato bites, waiting for them to cook, I already spun something else in my head. That's just how it works. But hey, that's good, right? Look at, I have like a whole cashew I'm really trying to stick on there. Okay. Patience, 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 patience. What's the reward for patience? Patience. You like that? All right, I am done. I'm gonna have a couple more, but pretty much done. So yum, so yum. Sweet potato crunch bites. Know your worth, guys. Know your worth. I know what I bring to the table. No pun intended. Psych, are you kidding? Total pun intended. Bring to the table. Get it? Bring to the table. Ha ha. Okay. I'll show you guys what it looks like after they're frozen. So I just wanted to show what they look like inside the bowl. I kind of added all the extra nuts and seeds on top, but like, see? That's what it looks like. And I will be able to get them out without sticking together. Like I said, I added the extra nuts and seeds on top, but I'm about to put a piece of parchment paper on top and put them in the freezer. Sweet potato crunch bites, about to be frozen dessert. What? No added sugar. There's no sugar in this besides what's naturally already in the sweet potatoes and what's in the honey, which I did not add to the sweet potatoes. That's added into another mixture, which is with the same nuts and seeds that were put in the chopper by themselves with a little sea salt and quinoa. So if that's not in this video, then look for that video. All right, like, share, and subscribe. I will show you what it looks like when they're frozen. So I just took out my mixed nut and seed quinoa honey balls out of the freezer. They're completely hard now. They've been in there overnight. They are done. I'm going to cut up 1 or 2 and add it to my breakfast bowl. You don't have to. You can literally just pop it in your mouth just like this. Delicious. My sweet potato bites are done. Just took them out of the freezer. You can see how frosty my glass is here. It's actually starting to defrost. But so in the sweet potatoes, I have pumpkin pie spice. I have cinnamon. I have allspice and a little sea salt. And then after I cooked them in the oven on 400 for 40 minutes, flipping them halfway through, I let them cool completely outside of the refrigerator. And then I rolled them in the mixture that I made these out of, which was quinoa, honey, pumpkin seeds, Brazil nuts, macadamia nuts, and hemp seeds. No flax seeds and no cashews in this mixture. So again, I cooked these and I rolled them once they cooled. See, that's like, oh, and pistachios. And I chopped them up in the chopper first. And I made this mixture because I knew I was going to make these. And there's another layer in here. I just separate it with parchment paper. And I'm just going to take them out as I want them. I'm going to cut up a couple and add it to my bowl of fruit, but you don't have to. You can just literally eat them like this as a snack. This is perfect before workout, after workout, full of protein, full of healthy omegas, fats. Look at my nails. I mean, that just shows you. Like, this is from nuts and honey. Perfect for brain function, brain health, good fiber for your gut. Okay, so here's another dessert I made yesterday. Sorry I didn't make the video on what I was mixing up, but pretty much the video's on here. So the bowl that I make my fruit in with the chopper that I compared to Fruity Pebbles and peanut butter Captain Crunch. This is it. Okay, so that's all that mixed up. So in here I have blueberries, frozen apples, quinoa, and cashew butter. And I just mixed it all together in a bowl. There's cinnamon, there's sea salt. I don't remember if I put honey, but if I did, it's a teaspoon of honey. And then I put an even layer on top of parchment paper. These are frozen. And I cut them before I put them in the freezer so that way I can pop them out easier. So these are my breakfast bars. I mean, they're cut as squares, breakfast squares, whatever you want to call it delicious, right? So I'm going to see, this is my first time making these, so I'm excited. And I'm going to add them into a bowl with this. And this is going to be my breakfast. It could be also dessert, a snack, whatever you want it to be. Either way, it's delicious. Okay, so I'm getting ready to cut up my balls. So I just realized I never show my face in my videos, but that's because I'm showing you what I'm doing. So, hi, it's B. Alright, so I got my breakfast bars that I just took out of this, and I have my honey quinoa mixed nut and seeds, ball dessert breakfast that I made. And I also have my sweet potato bites, and I'm just going to combine them. I'm going to cut them up and combine them in a bowl. That's going to be breakfast today. Okay, so again, these are all frozen. And so this is my sweet potato bites. And I started making these because I have a sweet tooth and I cannot eat sugar or dairy or gluten, so I can't just go to the store and buy a bunch of junk that I used to. So I had to get creative. So this is me being creative. Oh, these defrost pretty quick. They've only been out for like a couple minutes. And you don't have to cut them up. You don't have to do this. You can throw it in a bowl whole, just pop them in your mouth. Either way, it's delicious. They are so good. It's also a good way to let's see, be more mindful of how much you're eating of your nuts. And like for this, like cashew butter, because it's so easy for me anyway, I know, to get carried away and eat a lot. But can you see? The quinoa made a big difference. and holding this all together. And the quinoa I added in this was cold, that I had made 2 days prior. I don't reheat my quinoa after I eat it. I actually don't eat leftovers. I just started to do that with quinoa, but I eat it within 2 days and I don't reheat it. So in here I have pumpkin seeds. I think cashews are in here. Pumpkin seeds, cashews, blueberries, frozen blueberries, and frozen apples, quinoa and cashew butter, hemp seeds and macadamia nuts, and yogurt, I think. Yes, I have cashew milk yogurt in here. And that was all mixed up together. And then I just spread it evenly on here, in here, and put it in the freezer. But you can see the nuts. Again, you don't have to cut it. You can leave it like this and just take a bite. You can leave it like this and just take a bite. No need to cut it whatsoever. But because I'm putting it in a bowl and I want to eat it with a spoon, that's what I'm going to do. You could cut it up, put it on top of more quinoa. You know, you can do whatever you want to do with it. Just take a bite, eat it as is. That's what I made them for. Bite-sized bars, balls, pop in your mouth before workout, after workout. Look at that. You can see the apple. See the apple? These don't have pistachios in it, but these do. And the sweet potatoes do. Oh, that's not the sweet potato. These have pistachio on it. Because I just got the pistachios after I made these bars. I've never tried this combination all together. I'm so excited. I love it when I do new stuff. The blueberries were frozen. The apples I peeled and cut and froze myself. I like to do the same thing with the blueberries. Alright, so this was 2 or 3 of the sweet potato bites and the nut and honey and quinoa bites and 2 of my little squares. Blueberry, fruit berry mix, cashew butter, cashew yogurt squares. See that? Breakfast. Full of healthy protein with the nuts and the seeds, full of omegas, full of antioxidants with the berries, the blueberries, apples, full of fiber. Like, this is fiber. It's all in the gut. It's not just about protein. Gut health is important for good brain function. Healthy fats from the nuts and the seeds are important. The antioxidants for your body are important. Breakfast, snack, lunch, pre-workout, after workout, no workout, it doesn't matter. Either way, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, and sugar-free besides the natural sugar that is in fruit and honey and the sweet potatoes. See that? Delicious. All organic, all natural. If you like my videos, please like, share, and subscribe. See? Dessert doesn't have to be boring. Snacks don't have to be boring. This is full of flavor. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.